What's up guys, Aroneous here with another Raid Shadow Legends video, and in today's video I'm going to be showcasing my Ronda and how I built her, just so you guys get an understanding of how you possibly should build Ronda. Now there's multitudes of ways that you could build her, but personally I think you should be doing the build that I'm about to show you right now, so let's get into it. Alright, so for Ronda, personally, I think you should build her really fast because she has a crazy ability, right? She has a really good skill, which is right here on her A2. Attacks one enemy 3 times. This is probably her strongest hitting ability for a single target, in my opinion. But it ignores shields, buff, and 30% of the target's defense. So that's not bad. It'll go right through shields. And then, of course, this ability doesn't go through shields, but it's pretty powerful as well. I'll go over that afterwards. But the main part of this ability is that the block passive skills debuff for 2 turns before attacking and it can't be resisted. And then also block active skills for 2 turns after attacking, and that can also not be resisted. So that's insane. So that's pretty sweet. It is on a 3-turn cooldown, but of course I don't have her booked. Free to play problems, man. Unfortunately, that kind of sucks. But on her A3, attacks all enemies 2 times. Damage increases by 30% if this champion has more than 50% HP, so that's not bad. So she does hit fairly hard on this ability too, but I love using this ability right here, the phase rushdown. It's really, really cool. And it just looks cool in general. Now her passive effect, immune to turn meter reduction effects when this skill is not on cooldown. Okay, and then decreases all turn meter reduction effects used against this champion by 50% when this skill is on cooldown. So that's pretty sweet ability as well. Her passive is 15% chance to join an ally attack. Whenever an ally attacks an enemy, this champion will attack with their default skill, and at the start of each round, places a shield buff on this champion for 2 turns equal to 40% of their max HP. Be careful when you're utilizing her against a Torment team, because if she puts that shield on herself against Torment, unless you have immunity on her, then or high resistance, which most people wouldn't build her for high resistance, then she's going to get frozen, so be careful. Her A1 ability is actually pretty powerful too, and it is attacks 3 times, places an extra hit if the target has less than 50% HP after the 3rd hit. So that does tend to happen pretty often, where either you could use her with another nuke champion, you can use her as a just for this ability, which is what I love the most. This ability right here, really strong against support-based champions with passive abilities and active abilities. Really, which active abilities would be reviving, right? And then passive abilities would be crazy against Mithrala, and crazy against like who am I thinking of? Duchess, and then so on and so forth. There's other champions with great passive abilities against Norog, for example, right here, because Norog, his passive is that he's immune to all these things and decreases the damage taken by all allies under 1 or more buffs by 15%, so on and so forth. So that's like really, really awesome. So you can go over here too. Passive for Seal the Drakes wouldn't work anymore with the healing. Unless the enemy team has a stone skin, or unless the enemy team has an immunity, then unfortunately they're not going to be able to block her. So someone like this guy right here, Ultimate Death Knight, everybody puts him in stone skin, so she doesn't unfortunately get those debuffs through stone skin, and he does have 2 passive abilities. So right here is a passive ability, Too Awesome to Die. So early game, she is the way, she is the key to stopping Ultimate Death Knight if they're not in a stone skin set. Okay, now earlier on, bronze, silver, maybe really, really low gold tier, more than likely people aren't going to have good stone skin on their Ultimate Death Knight, so a lot of times they'll go with like really tanky stats with resilience, and maybe they'll go with like a bolster set or something else on him, like for example regen they might put on him as well. But if you can block his passive, he's not going to block the first incoming attacks anymore if she does that ability here with the debuff, block passive skills. So she's very, very strong. I'm going to go ahead and show you, actually I didn't go over her full stats. Now I did put her in double crit damage. Unfortunately I did try to get a stupid ascension, right, because there's one of those quests, but I got defense percentage, and that kind of stinks because I want her to go way faster than she is right now. And then I got attack here, crit rate here. If I got crit damage with high crit rate, she could have even more damage. And then down here, she doesn't need any accuracy whatsoever, so don't build her with any accuracy. If you wanted to build her as a pseudo resistance type champion, you could, but I don't personally recommend it unless you want to. Or you could just go ahead and throw her in an immunity set for damage and high damage, that too, but make sure she has high speeds. So attack here, crit damage here. I got her in a speed set, so she's going a little bit faster. This one doesn't get a double roll on speed. I would have preferred more speed, but I don't have a better helmet at this time. Now for mastery, she's not done with masteries, unfortunately, but I wanted to do the shields for her A3. She does ignore shields on the A2, so it's not really necessary. You could just go with this one instead, Heart of Glory, rather than the shields. And then I'm going to end up going with the Giant Slayer. I also recommend going with Helm Smasher too for more damage if you want her to ignore target's defense. And I would go with Resurgent, I would go with Delayed Death, I would go with Retribution, and then I would go with Methodical. I would also go with Kill Streak if she gets a kill, which a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, it depends on how well you build her, but there are times where that A2 ability will just take out one champion. So automatically the ability right here, Kill Streak, will come into play, which is really nice. So increases damage inflicted by 6% in arena, 3% in all other locations for each enemy killed by this champion in battle, stacks up to 12%. So all she needs to do is kill 2 enemies on the opposing team, and she'll get 12% additional damage. But even just having that 6% additional damage is not bad. That being said, not full on masteries, not complete, and no books in her at all, no blessings. So this is kind of a build more for the free-to-play. I guess there are some free-to-play who consider themselves free-to-play, but they're low spend. So this is just going to be a build for those who don't have crazy gear. And, you know, I guess this gear is just kind of what I whipped up. You know, I didn't take gear from other champions because I just wanted her to be as fast as possible. And I tried to look for speed if I could help it on all the gear. So like speed here, of course, speed boots, crit rate. I did want to get her to 100% crit rate as well, but I don't have a better shield. I wish this was crit damage, but because it's a crit damage set, it's actually not bad. It gets her above 200 crit damage with this set, and ensures that she has 100% crit rate. Now, what's going to be crazy is if I get crit rate 10% on this with the Ascension, or I would prefer crit damage because that would be really nice with this set right here. So I feel like crit damage sets have gotten a buff because of the new Ascension. Now this one here, speed set, and total stats. I got 5,000 attack, 230 speed. If you can get her over 250 speed, that's even better. 100% crit rate, 225 crit damage. Obviously it's over 100%, but I just say she's at 100%. No resistance, basically, no accuracy. And let's take her into a couple of battles. Let me just showcase to you how I utilize her personally. I want to take a second to just let you know that I appreciate everybody who subscribes to the channel. Also, if you could subscribe to the channel, or at least smash that like button, leave a nice comment down below. Let's hit that algorithm. I'm really trying to get more subs. I'm hoping by June, my birthday, that I do get over 2K subs. That would be a really nice birthday gift. But if I can do more, fantastic. I make videos pretty much every other day, and I love doing it. So thank you guys who comment really nice things and like the videos that I create. I really do appreciate all the support you guys give. So anyways, let's get into this right now. Actually, she would be good against a team like this, but the issue is this is like a really crazy team. 328k team power is pretty ridiculous. Probably stone skin on both of these champions, and then probably a bolster set. So I don't think I'd be able to take them down with Ronda, because Ronda ultimately I would want to lock someone out. So like Pythion, you could lock out a Underpriest Brogni with his passive skills too. But the thing with this guy right here is, unfortunately, Mortu Macabre's just ridiculous. He's a beast. So I'm not going to face that team. I'm actually going to look for Mithrala teams. And a lot of people out there say, oh, you know, Mithralas all have stone skin. Now, Mithralas have stone skin more often if you're in Platinum, but not so much in Gold 5. Gold 5, Gold 4, I don't really see many Mithralas have stone skin or immunity. So I'm going to look for Mithralas if I can help it. because you can lock them out. Wow, I'm very surprised nobody has Mithrala. Okay, let's see. I guess you could also lock out the passive of this chick right here, technically. But the issue is, I don't believe that he's gonna take. I would have to probably lock out his passive, but again, Stone Skin most likely on this team, and then potential Stone Skin on Krisk, but I doubt it. Probably more like a shield set. I think this team's probably gonna be really strong, and yeah, I'm not gonna face them. I really want to face a Mithrala team personally. I guess I could go against this team, and I could lock out Duchess as well and show you what it's like. So let's go against this team instead. All right, so first I did get a turn before them, and what I'll do typically is I use my Roanus, Basilius Roanus, for a stun. That's just me. Other people use him for something else, like just killing Rhodos with high damage, which is fine. So she is positive affinity against this Duchess here. So she's going to place the block passive skills, block active skills. She won't be able to revive. She won't be able to utilize her passive ability where she mitigates AoE damage. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Okay, so unfortunately we did not place the passive skills. So it's a 3% chance to not place, right? Unfortunately. So that really stinks. We did block her active skills though, so we can then clean up with Foley. So that's kind of cool. Now she will end up reviving him, but she can't because of the block active skills. There you go. Then we're gonna go ahead and slowly take her down, and we'll just go ahead and take her down with good old Ronda. There you are. So it's pretty sweet that you can do that, block the active skills. Pretty phenomenal in my opinion. And then she's also exceptionally good against Skull Crown and also Leorius, because when you block his passive skills, right, this is what's going to happen. He does this True Grit, instantly places an unkillable buff on the champion for one turn before receiving a fatal hit. However, with Ronda, she can take him out, like just wipe him out. If she has enough damage, of course. Mine is not built in like a Savage or lethal set. I would highly, highly suggest building her in a Savage or a lethal set in like 250, 260 speed, and she's going to go nuts against this Leo. Now, of course, I'm going up against all these stronger teams here, so they might be faster than me. If so, I lose, unfortunately. So they are faster, so I lose. Again, I'm at a point on my account where I'm pushing as much arena as possible, and I am starting to face teams that are just way faster than me, and a majority of these teams in Gold 5 have Arbiter, so it's just a matter of, okay, who's going to end up going faster. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Freebie, I'll hit that later. So the issue with this team is, if I were to go against Leorius and attack him and kill him, block his passive skills, then Hefrak is probably going to kill me. Now, here's a good team right here. We've got Mithrala. This is a perfect instance that I could utilize. So Mithrala, Warlord. Now, the only issue here is this chick right here, Raiho Bonespear, has that 3-turn removal of all debuffs, which can be annoying. But hopefully Basilius Roanus can stun her. My issue is Basilius goes before her, and her other passive here is that she instantly transfers them back to the attacker if she has enough accuracy. So that's super annoying. So you have 2 cleansers. So this could be a very difficult fight, especially if we get locked out from Warlord. So let's see what happens. I'm hoping I'm fast enough where I don't have that issue occur. So we're going to speed ourselves up. We're going to try to stun them. So we did get stuns. Now Mithrala, you see that she's about to go and take a turn because his accuracy is just not high enough. But the other issue I have too is she removed and sent it back to Basilius Roanus, the stun. So I'm going to go ahead and do this on Mithrala. Absolutely nuke her. She does get revived, which sucks, and there's the block cooldown. So again, the teams up here are a lot stronger. But I just wanted to showcase, like, you can utilize her in that sense. And she's insane. I just think she's crazy. So luckily my Foley is very powerful, and my Basilius Roanus is also pretty powerful. But I have 3 damage dealers basically on this team, and Foley is like, he's there for the cleanup. There's the 4 hits. I mean, she is so powerful, and she's not even in Savage. She just destroyed Mithrala, okay? Same thing applies to a team like this, right? Super high resistance. You got a Reviver here. You got a block Revive. Now, this is just a survivability team that we're going against. Now, I could block passives and active skills on this one, or this one. Could also do it on Rector Drath, right? Because passive skill here, let me just go into the battle here. So passive skill, right, denies enemy revive attempts. She can block the passive skill. And then same thing with this one. Passive skill, continuous heal on the ally with the lowest HP. She can block it. So unless there is Stone Skin or immunity on the champions, she's just going to go right through it and just demolish one champion. She can just wipe them off the face of the earth. So I'm going to take you into this one here. And again, my Foley's there to help if for some reason there's Stone Skin like this, right? Foley's there to help out because Foley has the block revive. Now, Lydia is annoying, right? Because I can't go for Ultimate Death Knight. So Lydia is really annoying in that passive. So I'm probably going to block her passive. She does have a cleanse, but because I was able to decrease her turn meter, I don't need to worry about focusing on Wither the Crowned. So I'm going to block the passive on this one, and then I'm going to try to kill Wither, which I wasn't able to because Foley's AoE, and then look at that. She got taken out because in your corner passive ability is so powerful. Like, she's one of my favorite champions in the game. I love Ronda. She's so awesome. Now, of course, I can try to steal that. 50% chance to do it, but I didn't get it. So we did that. Now we're going to go again. Let's do the double hit. Of course, we are weak affinity against him, but it's just a matter of time before we kill him. So he's very tanky. He's a tanky boy right there. All right, let's see what happens. In your corner? Nope, it didn't pop off. Let's see if it works this time. Okay, we got a counterattack. In your corner did not proc. Still hasn't procced. It's only a 15% chance to proc, so... But when it does... Ooh! 1, 2, 3, 4. Dang, she just knocked him out cold. I love this champion. Here's another one, right? Another team that we could do block passive skills. Like, I'm just having so much fun with this champion. She is so cool. And it's amazing for free to play. Like, there's the in your corner ability again. Now I could just do her AoE. Of course, she's not built with Savage, so she's not going to take them out. But that's why I have Foley here too, and then he just takes them out. So she did their double hit about 35k damage there, and then Foley comes in and says, "Okay, let me help you clean up real quick." So not too bad there. Actually, really enjoy this champion a lot. I don't know if I'll be able to beat this team because of Hefrak. Hefrak's super annoying unless I put in like a Vogoth or something. Now I could try to stun Hefrak, which I did. There you go. But of course my Basilius Romanus gets wiped out. So we are going to go ahead and take out Leo. Ready? Watch this. Because of the block passive, Leo is gone. Wiped out, right? And then we got the revive, and then we're going to hit him, decrease his turn meter, and then she gets hit with the passive. Oh my god, she's nuts, dude. And she's not even that built. She's not even that built. This girl is nuts. Okay? Oh my god, she is so good. You know what? I'm going to go after this team. Oh, I can't. Okay. I ran out of gems. Of course, free to play troubles, right? I did want to just do a quick showcase on Ronda. Ronda's fantastic. You can also utilize her as a campaign farmer, but personally, I would utilize her in arena all the way. She's phenomenal on offense. Not so much on defense, but on offense, she's ridiculous. So that's going to be the video, guys. Please leave a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on a video soon. Peace.